Oh my goodness, this is so exciting.
It is. I'm trying to get.
And it's coming through on YouTube, I think. Yes, perfect.
I love the comments. You guys are so cute. I'm like, this is already going to be like an amazing live stream. You guys are like already here commenting. This is just amazing.
I know, before we even went live, I love all the comments coming in. Hello, everybody. I see some familiar names and then I see some new names. Hello, everyone. How are you? This is my first ever Cozy Mystery live stream, like hosting it. And I'm like really excited and really nervous and really happy for everyone to be here. And we have our special guest, Anna.
Oh. And I had technical difficulties, so I'm trying to juggle my phone and it's a mess. But hello, everybody. So good to see everybody.
Oh my goodness. Anna is the sweetest human being. So everybody who's been loving this book, got to give her the credit. Praise be to Anna, because she is the one. I don't know how this came across on your radar. I don't know where you found it. But I mean, I love this book, and everybody on Twitter has been loving this book. So like, everyone, like, we need to thank her for this. I was like, thank you, because this is one of those books that like really made me smile and like brighten my day. So this is because of you. So I am so happy that you chose this book.
Well, thanks, guys, and I'm so glad y'all loved it. I really am. I loved it too. I gave it 4 stars.
Nice. Now you gave it 4 stars too, so we can just jump right into the star rating.
I mean, I gave it 4.5, so I rounded up to 5 because I'm generous like that.
I always round up too. I feel like if I give like half stars, I typically round up. So I'm glad everyone is, and everybody like on Twitter I've been reading, you know, everyone seems to be receiving this book very well. So I'm super excited to be talking about it.
And I mean, I think Danielle wins with the excitement factor though. Like going to the dentist and being like, I still got the live stream to look forward to. Like, that is amazing. I'm so happy.
Yes, very true. Going to the dentist is no fun, but I'm glad that we could be here to make your day better.
Oh my gosh, there are already so many comments. I'm like, I'll put in the thing.
Lou's here, Kelly's here, Stacy's here, Danielle's here. Yes, Lady Gizmo. It is best way to spend a Tuesday. I love that we can apply that to Cozy Mysteries now. I love it so much. Jennifer's here, Barbara's here, Jaylen's here. Hi, everybody. Oh, I'm so glad if I missed you. The chat's going really fast, so I'm trying to keep up.
I know, this is so exciting. I mean, I love that everyone loves this book. I mean, it's meant to be fun, and, you know, I want people to enjoy the books that we're reading, so this just makes me so happy.
Did you see Lady Gizmo? The screen looks like a promo for Charlie's Angels.
When they do the little gun things, it's like...
That's amazing.
And my hot cup of tea. It could be a weapon.
It could be. It could be a weapon. Oh my gosh, yes. I have my pumpkin spice chai tea latte here because yes, it is it is pumpkin spice latte season.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and it's pumpkin scones are back.
Oh yeah,
that was my big thing.
I need both.
Yep. So definitely pumpkin spice chai tea latte, so good. It's delicious. I love it.
I know. See, I'm sorry?
I was saying I'll have to try that. I've never tried a pumpkin spice chai tea.
I was going to say, I like changed it up. I did the pumpkin and chai. Like that's what I did at Starbucks. Like I did the like add a pumpkin shot into my chai tea latte. I was like, this is the best thing I've ever done. Like best decision.
I mean, that is fall in a cup.
Oh, it's so good. It's just like you said, it's like just fall in your mouth. It's so good.
Mm-hmm. I know. I don't even care that it's August. I'm like, no.
I can close my eyes and turn on the air conditioning and maybe I'll like make myself believe that it's fall.
Yes.
Kelly says she passed her copy to her mom last weekend and she read through it all already. And that's amazing. Honestly.
I'm so happy. Yeah. She tweeted that and I was like, this is the best. I was like, that was so exciting.
That really is. That's great.
I was going to say, for those of you who don't know, Kelly is Boobies and Movies, the podcast. She's a romance reader as well, and she is hysterical and absolutely lovely. So if you like romance, her podcast is for you to check out. So major, shout out to Kelly.
And our mugs. Thank you so much, Angela, for our mugs. They're super cute, aren't they?
And then I have a different version. I have the one that says Cozy Mystery Book. So So tonight, all the giveaways. So Kensington is going to be sending someone the complete. I don't want to miss. It's so funny because I'm like, Aurora Tea Garden. It's like Daisy's Tea Garden Mystery Series, and then I'm also going to be sending a package as well. And in the package is a certain mug that my lovely co-hostesses have. And so it was so funny. I posted the pictures over on Twitter and Instagram, and I got a couple direct messages asking if you can like make it a shop, or people were like, oh, where can I buy this? And so what I did was it's on Zazzle. I can share the link after the fact. I'm not marking it up. I'm not turning this into a store. I am just making the designs public. Like I did not mark them up. They're at cost. There's also coupons. Like I'm not going to make anyone charge extra money for any mugs. Like all I did was make them public. So if you guys want one and you don't win tonight, like you can access them. And also I'm giving them away like throughout, every month now. I'm pretty sure you're going to be getting something with the Cozy Mystery logo on it.
Yeah,
That's
Ellie's
awesome.
like, I want one of those mugs.
The giveaways.
I know, isn't Angela so great? Like so many giveaways.
Yes, that's so sweet.
It was so funny. Like she was like, can you sell them? Like I'm not gonna make a profit off this. I'm not gonna do that. Like I just made the designs public. Like that's all I did. I mean, it's just under my YouTube channel name, Books Are My Heart. So I'll send the link later. But yeah, I mean, I will just send you the stuff. Like just message me. We'll get the stuff.
Everyone can have the Cozy Mystery love.
Yeah.
Everyone's loving the mugs. Kelly.
You got your shirt on. I got mine.
Yep, got my shirt on.
I did too.
You're like, it's here. I got it. Nice. Cozy Mystery Book Club.
I'm just super cold all the time in my house, so.
I know. Like I saw you wearing a sweater. It's 110 degrees in Phoenix right now. So I'm like,
oh my gosh. Actually in my area of Texas today, we had some rain and a breeze, and it kind of felt like fall because it was only 80 degrees.
oh my gosh, that sounds heavenly.
It was very nice. But we always have our air conditioner down low because it's so hot. Mm-hmm. And so I'm always cold inside.
Yeah, I like winter and fall. Those are my seasons. I don't do well in summer. There's a reason I'm really excited about my pumpkin spice.
Lady Gizmo says we all look so happy. Oh, I am happy. I'm excited. I love this. This is great.
I've been so excited for this all month.
So looking forward to it. Annette's saying she's so far it's a great book, but she hasn't finished it yet. That's okay. As long as you don't mind spoilers, we will be talking up and down about this book. So feel free to stick around. If you don't want spoilers, you can definitely head out and check back later. This will be, live later on tonight or tomorrow. And Kristen's saying my birthday's next week. I love mugs. Cough. Like hint.
We actually won our Romantics at Heart giveaway. She won a signed copy of The Outlaw and the Lady by Lorraine Heath.
Yeah,
one of my favorite books. So she should have gotten that in the mail last week. I did send it out. There was a pink envelope involved. I was very proud of the pink envelope. And you did have a special shirt reveal. It was almost like, yes.
Yes, I have. All right, so we did talk about star ratings. I feel like everyone, gave it 4+ stars. I love it. So if we want to just jump right on in and get started, I love how, yes, I have the book back here and I tabbed a bunch out of this. Quotes.
So many quotes.
Yeah, things that stuck out at me, things that I was like, oh, maybe this is important. It didn't end up being important, but.
I love this book. I had the best time reading it. Like I always print out the quotes. Like I email them to myself. This way I can also then post them on Twitter. And when my printer was just going because there was 20+ quotes that I just really liked.
Yeah, I mean a lot of my favorite quotes were what you posted on the Cozy Mystery page, Angela. I'm just like, seriously, we have one brain. Like all these quotes. I'm like, yes, I highlighted this one.
It was so funny. I think Chris and then Christine also had the same favorite quote I did. It was he had to find a new relaxation technique because he met her. I was like, this is my favorite line of the entire book. That was amazing.
She stressed him out.
Yeah, I really love how you can see that he's counting to 10 and she's like, what are you doing? I just love that so much.
I mean, you also posted, Nicole posted this earlier, where she accidentally kind of whistled at the detective before she met him, and he wasn't sure if he heard her whistling, and then he turned around, and then she thought she did hear him, so she ran away, and like the rest of the book, I was waiting for her to like finally tell him like, no, I whistled at you because I found you attractive, but like she never tells him. But the fact she whistled and then just bolted, I thought that was hysterical.
Yeah, and the fact that she didn't know he was a detective, and obviously they didn't know there was going to be a dead body, and so she runs away, and it makes her look guilty later on.
I know. When I read that part, he's like, why did you run away from me earlier? Like just moments before we find a dead body. I was like, oh no. That would be my luck. Seriously. Like I'm running from an attractive man and it turns out he's investigating me in a murder investigation. Oh my gosh.
I was like, that was a totally, utterly unique meet cute.
It was so funny.
Yeah.
I was dying laugh. I'm at work reading this and I'm trying to like stay quiet. So like people are looking at me like, what are you doing? I'm just over here giggling at my desk.
There were so many fun one-liners. Like they're just like, take your pick. Like they were awesome. Like even Dimples were deceiving. Like she just had like random throwaway one-liners that just made me happy.
Yes.
Oh my goodness, the comment just popped up.
Tara is saying that this is actually one of her favorite cozies, and Brie Baker's also Julie Chase and Jacqueline Frost. I had no idea. 10 names, writing them down.
Interesting.
I was gonna say, and more to be added to the to be read list. I immediately as soon as I finished this, I already bought the second one and I pre-ordered the third. Like that is happening. So potential buddy reads are in order for that.
Uh-huh. This was so cute. And honestly, I thought we were going to find out, just jumping right in, who was the author of this gossip column that everyone picked.
It's going to be like, I guess it's going to be like a little mystery in the, the series, the rest of the series.
So I was doing that too. So I literally was keeping track. There are additional there are more things that were not answered in this book where I'm like, I need answers. So we have who also sold the house because they don't know who the owner was beforehand and they gave it to her at like such a reasonable price. I was like, someone needs to explain this. So I don't know if that's in book 2 or not. I haven't, again, I just bought it. I need to read it. And then I was also interested in this other tea place, this other restaurant, where I was like, wait a second, they opened the same time? I thought there was going to be like an ingredient thing going on, but that didn't happen. So now I'm like, okay, but I need to know about this other tea place. I'm like, there's so many other mysteries here. Tell me more.
Yes.
I know there were some questions that were left unanswered, and it kind of just gives like that, especially at the end of the book where Denver's grandma comes into the picture, and it kind of just leaves it off, and you're like, I need to know, like, what is, like, she's coming up in like in a limo, like total.
Yeah, so it seems like she's somebody important, like someone well known.
And then I was gonna say the last mystery aside from the cliffhanger was her father. They're like, oh, his name might be Jack Randall. He might have been the actor. I was like, okay, so we also have the mystery of the father in here. I was like, you have a lot to explore, Brie Baker. You need to answer these questions in your forthcoming books.
Yeah, and this was for a cozy. This was pretty long. There was a lot that happened in it.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Annette is asking how you get the mug, and Angela said she's going to post a link for you on Zazzle. I think she said, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm also just gonna be giving them away quite frequently. So if you don't want to spend the $10-$12, like I don't worry, I got you.
And Tara also says she has a cider shop book series starting in October. New series coming up. That sounds awesome.
Cider shop in October. That's perfect.
Yeah, perfect. Barbara says, haven't read a cozy in a long time, and this one just put me in the cozy binge. Oh, like binge reading all the cozies. Yes, I love it. And I feel like fall coming up is like such a great time for cozies, just because there's lots of fall cozies, like the spooky, if you're into like Halloween themed cozies, like yes.
This one just came out today. Mulberry Mischief. I was like, I love the cover. I have a few that Kensington sent me, and they have the cutest, like, I love the covers. They're just absolutely adorable. Like Jack-O-Lantern, that one came out today as well. so many.
Oh
We're gonna be
my
having
God.
fun this fall. Like that is for sure.
Yeah.
I have the first two in that series, and I'm trying to find them. I have books like stacked all around me because I'm trying to reorganize my bookshelf to add all the books that I got for my birthday. And so there's just books all around me. I'm like, where are they? I know I have them in here.
Oh, Nicole saw this the last time we were on Skype. I actually have like piles on my floor because I ran out of space. Like I literally need more bookcases, but I live in a 1-bedroom apartment. Like, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, I don't have much room either. I have boxes next to me over here of books.
Yes. My books were in boxes for the longest time, and I'm glad that my shelves are finally finished and I can put them on the shelves. Like,
Yeah, that's a good feeling to get to put them all up and organize them. And
I love it because now I can just like, I know where a book, like if I'm looking for a specific book, I don't have to hunt in boxes. I can just, I know exactly where it's at and walk straight to the shelf. I love it. Oh, we got lots.
Them. These are the paranormal cozies that I've been.
ooh,
Love
we can
it.
post pictures.
And we have like such cute, like, one that caught my eye. Oh, this is like the fourth one, I think, but this is, here we go. No Rest for the Wicked. I just love these. So freaking cute. So cute.
This one isn't really fall one, but it has to do with ghosts. I was like, okay, I'm putting it in there for the paranormal. It wins. It's part of it.
Yes.
I love all the cozy covers. They're just cozies have the best covers.
Best covers, best titles. I mean, they come up with some cute titles for these cozy mysteries.
Well, next month is Crime and Poetry, and I was like, I just got the biggest kick out of that. That made me so happy.
Crime and Poetry, that did win for next month, so I'm very excited.
I'm gonna have to get a physical copy. I only have the ebook, so I'm gonna have
cover
to
is gorgeous too.
invest.
I know I have Crime and Punctuation, which is different, but I was like, okay, wait a second, this is a different series.
It's a different one.
Wait a second, hold up.
Well, Danny's here. Hi, Danny, at the Insatiable Bookie.
Oh, so sweet.
She's about to eat dinner. Thank you for stopping by, though. Appreciate you. Love you.
Oh, so cute.
Danielle does want spooky cozies. Yes. Highly recommended Christmas Tree Farm series by Jacqueline Frost. Corey Baker, Christmas Tree. I love Christmas
I
cozies.
like it. I was gonna say, I was already kind of making my little notes. Nicole knows how I am. I'm very organized. I have my little notebook. I showed her it, and so I was mapping out, the next couple months. So I was gonna do 12 days of cozies. So if you have certain Christmas ones you have in mind, we can do that. Make that happen.
Yes.
Awesome. Speaking of paranormal, though, the Juliet.
Oh. That looks so cool. I was like,
Keeper of the Castle.
Yeah, it's her haunted home renovation series.
I love that cover. Oh my gosh.
I am here for that.
The first one is called If Walls Could Talk.
Okay.
And it's really good. It's a really good series.
We need to add that to we need to do a paranormal one for October. Like, we need to have a Halloween fall one for October. Or that needs to be a thing. And now I'm falling because the dog is going after them. Clawing at things. I told you there are piles on the floor. But no, we need to do that, and that is being added to the poll. That needs to be there because that sounds amazing.
Let me see if I can find the first one so you can see the cover.
Okay. Everyone's agreeing covers of cozy mysteries and titles are the best. Oh,
the mysteries too.
Happen to have it.
Yeah.
Oh, she's prepared. She's got this.
She got it. She's the MVP tonight.
I know, like, you're the sweetest human being. I mean, this book is because of her. I mean, all the love. I mean, I think I'm gonna have to add Detective Hayes to my book boyfriend list.
Yes.
You.
Loved him so much. I loved them together. I was so glad she got over her cowboy.
Yes. I just thought they were so cute together. Their banter back and forth, like a lot of their quotes, like their interactions. I'm just like, guys, stop it. It's so cute.
Oh, I mean, like, most
of her when she got hit over the head.
Oh, yes. that was crazy. She got hit over the head with a frying pan. And that whole scene, he's like, wait, I'm a trained medic. Like, don't move. I have to evaluate you. And then he lets her go to sleep. I'm just like, okay, you don't let a person with a head injury go to sleep. I'm sorry. You don't.
I thought it was funny how she was like worried about modesty. I mean, not funny, haha. But I'm like, he's like, are your ribs broken? And she's like, oh, he's the attractive like detective. I mean, her mind wasn't, oh, I was attacked. It was, oh, he's attractive and he's trying to see me now. I was like, your concerns are a little askew, but I'll go with it.
She's like, don't look. And he's like, how am I going to look if you're injured?
How do I look but not look?
So funny. Oh, gosh.
It was so cute. There was one line, I pulled it. It was, he was more motivated when she was in danger. And she's like, oh, because you knew me personally? He's like, maybe. Yeah. Like, he just cares so much about her. It's so cute, my heart.
Yes.
I know. And when he was like, when she was really in danger and he like yelled out her name, I was like, stop it. It's my shipper heart. I can't handle it.
Are we calling this an enemies to lovers? Because, I mean, they also didn't get off on the best of starts. I mean, she whistled, then he thinks she's going to potentially poisoned, and he also potentially ruined her business. Like, there's a lot to this relationship to unpack.
I know. They're, let's call it the second meeting, when he's investigating and her great aunts are offering tea, and he's like, I don't think so. I'm going to pass.
And just people are discreetly or not so discreetly throwing the cups in the trash.
Yes. And she's like, you're like ruining my business. What is going on? You didn't have to say my tea poisoned him. Oh my gosh. I was laughing.
That would be terrible. And that gave her a good reason to become a sleuth. Though,
yeah.
So.
Her business and her livelihood and her family's good name were, put through the ringer. I tell you. Like the next day after the murder, like, and her shop was just dead empty. I'm like, oh no.
I have to admit, I like that she started the mystery right, from the get-go. There was no lag between the opening and then getting involved in mystery. And I also, again, I hate it when there's that sleuth who's just kind of like peering over like the corner, like they're just going over the fence, like, hey, what's going on, neighborly? Like, I like that she had a reason to have that agency and have that activity. I mean, it was so funny though. She didn't know how to sleuth. She was so transparent about it. I mean, and then she's getting in the way of the investigation. Like, I just thought it was funny, like the way it was handled. Because again, she was not a true, she's new at this. And I like that it showed that.
Yeah, even Detective Hayes says like she was a wannabe sleuth.
Well, I loved it. She's like, sleuthing is so hard. No wonder he's grumpy.
It's like, this detective work is hard. Like, yeah, for sure.
And I like that he wanted her to stay safe, but he also he appreciated when she found something out or gave him information. He wasn't like, no, you can't, really against it, And
then when she really started getting hurt, then he was like, okay, lock your doors. Stay inside. The first time, like, she was pushed into the marshes, and he's like, you reported it to someone else. You didn't call me. Like, he was so offended.
I told it. He was like, I can't believe I let this happen to you. I was like, what do you mean you let that happen to her? I was like, he was like, I need to protect her. He was taking it on as his, his role. I was swooning.
Oh, yes. Especially when that one quote, after they were eating lemon cake together, I saw Kristen's comment and that made me think of it. And he was like, I wouldn't know what to do if anything, I didn't know what I would do if anything happened to you. And he was like, oh, really? And he's like, yeah, I can't live without that lemon cake. I was like, you dirty.
Well, he recognized the lemon cake at the other party. There was this whole buffet of food, and he zones right in on the lemon cake like, this is her. Like, he knew right away, like, from the entire smorgasbord, like, what she did. I was like, that is hysterical.
He's like, I'd recognize that lemon cake anywhere.
He's like, I didn't need to see you to know you were there. That was you.
That was it. Yeah.
I think, like, the turning point for him was after the son, because then he started to see her as, like, a person. But it was so cute. I was, my little, my book boyfriend, my swooning heart was when she said her daughter, she envisioned having daughters. He's like, oh, you don't want a son? And I was just, I was on the floor, almost on the floor doing that. Like, he wants her to want a son. When he said that was so cute.
I immediately thought that. I was just like, yes, you can be a mom to his son. Yes. I'm like planning their wedding already. I'm not even.
I was so invested as soon as he said, and then she's like, oh, well, we always have daughters. And in my head, I'm like, oh, well, even if you do have daughters, you can adopt his son. Like, it's fine. You can still have a son this way.
Yeah.
I love that. Lou is saying the pacing of the book is really good. I really feel like there were lulls at times, but then just when it was kind of getting a little too, long in the lulls, something would happen and would pick back up to get your. I just loved how those moments of action, those moments of, something else was happening came at just the right time in the book. And I loved that. She really kept you engaged and wanted you to keep reading, and it really, it was a great roller coaster because you felt like the ups and downs. I was laughing. I was really worried about her at times. And honestly, I thought it was Sam for the longest time.
Me too.
It was
I
Sam.
did.
And I'm just like, especially when they mentioned that thing about like the real estate agent wanting to make like the BMBs, and they're like, who can that be? I was like, I don't know. The only real estate agent that's been introduced, Sam. I don't know.
I think I really appreciated the fact there weren't 20 characters thrown at you. Sometimes I feel like a lot of the mysteries will be like, oh, we're at our dinner party and let's go around the table and introduce everybody. And you're like, okay, you also have the letters, the same letters for your first name. And like, wait a second, were you A for this one or A for that one? Like, which one are you? I like that you were able to meet them individually, that we met Sam and then, we met the ex-wife separately. And then you're like, oh, maybe is this the nephew? Again, separate. So I liked that they weren't overlapping in that way. I was kind of zoning in on people differently. And even then, I didn't know who it was. Or Sam, too.
It was really, they got me with that, because at first you were kind of like rooting for him because he took her side when Mr. Payne was like, you need to list your ingredients and I'm going to talk to the city council. And, so he took her side and I'm just like, yes, that's like, she has a great friend. And I'm like, wait, way to get me.
I mean, I didn't realize the ex-wife because she was so gung-ho, but maybe that was probably why she was so gung-ho. Like, she's the killer, pointing the finger. Like, that might have been one of the clues, but because she was so gung-ho, saying the crazy tea lady killed him. She didn't know who she was, foot and mouth. But I mean, she was so gung-ho that she killed him. I didn't really think of her too much as a suspect because she was pointing fingers, but I think that should have been a clue because she was pointing fingers.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That went over my head.
Yeah, I kind of had, the inkling that maybe it was the ex-wife, but then I'm like, no, I was focused on Sam the whole time. So I'm just like, it just flew right under the radar.
Yeah, and then the other guy, it was like, no, he's too obvious, like, because he's too outwardly angry. And
yes.
He was like, oh, he's a crotchety old man. He's like, I'm glad he's dead. I'm like, oh, okay. Hello.
She started backing away. She's like, oh, okay.
And I just saw the comment, other Angela, great, your mom has good taste in names. Her annoying pedometer. I got the biggest kick out of that when she's like, not enough activity.
Stay active.
Oh,
Stay active.
I forgot about that. Yes, that was hilarious.
And the one day where she rode the bike to meet Detective Hayes, like, you made 8,000 steps. And she's like, all right. I love what Danielle is saying, that she started to appreciate him, I'm assuming Detective Hayes, more as well when she saw him interact with his son. That really kind of did like a different perspective on him, because at first you're just thinking like, oh, he's the detective. He wants not necessarily, pin this on her, but he's investigating her. And now that you see him in a different light because he's a father, and when I first met Denver, I was like, oh, hello, kind of thing. It's just like, as soon as I've like the single dad or like the widower trope, I'm just like, oh man. Way to get me again. I mean, I've already started to like you, and then you have a son. Okay.
He was so cute with him too. The way he was picking him up, and the little boy would like jump at him. The interactions.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes. He was so good. He was such a good dad. Such a good dad. You could tell.
And I got the biggest kick when she's like, well, he's really handsome. And he looks just like you. And she like caught herself as she said it, like, wait a second, I just gave that away.
Well, now he knows I think he's handsome.
Maybe he does know she whistled at him. We don't know.
Oh. April's here. Hello, April. That's okay that you're late. I'm glad you're here. This is April's first Cozy Mystery live stream, too.
Welcome. Yay. We have so much fun.
I had the best time. You guys are the cutest. I'm having like the best time chatting about this. I'm like, I love it. Like, I love the book. The characters are so much fun. I'm talking like Detective Hayes. So I'm like, oh, you're my new book boyfriend. You're making the list.
And the setting, the whole town of Charm.
I love
to visit.
Right? I want to visit too. Like, even like from the first page, you know, when she gets, you know, her customers coming into her shop and the little seashell charm tinkling and you hear the waves. And I'm just like, gosh, it wouldn't feel like you were working if you were there. It would just be like island time all the time.
Yeah.
And I love the setting, so whimsical. And her house, like with the little turret on the cliff, and you had, you know, a view of the bay. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, this place sounds just magical.
I marked this one. It was, she wanted people to come and make memories. And I was like, that is the cutest reason for opening a business, wanting to give people that comfort in that environment. She won me over. I'm going, oh, that's so sweet. Like, I wish, I'm like, you need to make this an actual thing and then franchise it so that I can visit and everyone like not in Charm in a fictional town can visit.
Yes. I wanted to I love that there's some of the tea recipes in here because I want to try some of those teas. They sounded so refreshing, so good.
Those sound so good. Especially this.
I mean, I have to admit, I was happy. Oh, I'm sorry, what?
Oh, I was saying especially the strawberry and peach. That sounds so good.
Yeah.
I loved when I appreciated that she eventually had the ingredients list. I was, you know, it's one of those things where like you don't want to take the bad guy's side, and he wasn't really a bad guy, but I was kind of going like, I can see you wanting to put the ingredients list at least.
Yeah, I'm glad she gave in on that too. Like, yeah, there's like some processes and like trade secrets and family, you know, recipes that you kind of want to protect, but you own a business and you're like, people are ingesting your product. So it's like, especially after something like this happens, you know, it's like, it was kind of the smart thing to do. Mm-hmm. And like she said, like, you can list the ingredients all the time, but it's the way that she brewed it. It's the special way, you know, like the weight, the measurements, you know, it's just like, yeah, you can list ingredients, but no one's going to really be able to recreate this because of the way that it's made, you know, ingredients like the measurement, vice versa. So I'm glad that she did that at the end as well.
I mean, the reason why I mentioned it, because I almost didn't expect there to be recipes in the back of the book because she was so gun-ho about not sharing her recipes. So when I get to the end and I saw them, I'm going, wait a second, I kind of wasn't expecting you to give me these tea recipes.
But I thank you.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I didn't see this coming. Oh. I'm also pretty sure it's for like a group of people. There was one where it was like 10 something. It was like 10 cups of milk. I'm pretty sure this is for like a huge group of people.
Yes.
This is just you. This is a lot of tea to consume.
Yes. I mean, you could probably like, I don't know, and just last you for the week.
Oh yeah, and then the other one was the sandwiches, and it was like creates 48 sandwiches. Like, I was by myself. Like, I'm not gonna
oh my gosh, I didn't notice that.
Yeah, like it yields 48 sandwiches. Like, holy moly! All right.
Oh my goodness.
Danielle saying she was pretty shocked how quickly the murder occurred. I'm used to like certain cozy mysteries. It usually happens, you know, right at the get-go because you kind of want, you know, that's what's propelling the story kind of thing. But yeah, it was just like chapter 2. He's like, he gone.
And you also knew right away, you were like, oh, that guy's going to die.
He's causing a ruckus in the story. Yeah, it's going to be this guy.
It would have been really interesting if it wasn't him. I mean, it was almost like a guarantee. You're like, well, like, I know you're gonna die. I just don't know how you're gonna die. I just like how, when, where. Like, we need the details. And I just saw the comment. Amelia is one of my new like best friends. Like, she was a great secondary character. The little libraries. I mean,
yes. They were so. I like have one actually in my neighborhood that, you know, I just realized was a thing, and I'm just like, I need to find all these little libraries because I have one that's in my friend's neighborhood, and now there's one popping up in my neighborhood. I want to make one so I can have one.
Me too.
So
I wanted to do that for the longest time. I love going around to the little libraries, and I like to leave books in them.
Yeah. Yeah, I like to just look in there and see if anything like catches my eye, and then the next time I drive by, I just make sure I have, because I always have, books with me. Just like I'll just make sure I'll just leave this one.
Oh, you guys are so cute. I don't think they're around me, and now I feel left out. I'm like, I want to make one. I want to go see one. That's so cute.
You can try to like Google one, see if there's one in your
you can.
vicinity.
There's a website. There's a little free library website.
I love that you know that right off the top of your head. Like you were the cutest human being. Like you're like, there's a.
She's like, wait, I got you. There's a website. Go check.
Well, I looked it up because I couldn't remember where all of them were in my area. And I was like, how can I figure this out? So I Googled it. And what do you know? There's a website that tells you where all of them are.
That's awesome. Thank you to whoever created the website so we know.
Yeah, now I want like a fictional one though, of like all the fictional little libraries in the Cozy Mystery series. I'm like, that would be like someone needs to make a list of that. I don't know how you'd find them all, but I think that would be a cute little list to add too.
Yeah. I also like the descriptions of them, that they weren't just, a box. They were, different designs, and they all look different.
Yeah, one was like a china cabinet. Like it was like, I was like, way to be like, just creative with, extra stuff that probably didn't, need. And those boys like putting sand, and then one was filled with water. I'm just like, oh man, that would make me so mad.
That was worse than the guy getting murdered.
I think I actually was more upset about the vandalism with that than anything else.
Yeah.
And, we don't even care that Mr. Payne died. Like, how dare they? Like, that was the real crime of putting sand and water in the little libraries. Like, uncalled for. Arrest those boys immediately.
Yes.
I think I was actually more upset and invested in that. And then when Amelia was ever said it was at the bottom of the police's list, I'm like, that is at the top of mine. Like, no, this is not okay.
I know. Amelia is like, it's kind of at their like low end priority because hello, a murder happened. I was like, you deserve justice, Amelia.
I have to admit, the libraries lent itself to one of my favorite laugh out loud moments. A certain Mr. Coaster. I don't know if you guys remember the scene. He's going there. He's wearing. It's raining. He's wearing his coat, his hat, his galoshes, and he wants to pick up a historical romance. And he thinks that this is the vandal, and so Everly runs. She's like, "Get away from there!" and chases him away. And so later, he starts like retelling the story of how he says like, "I wanted to borrow." Yeah, she like scared him away. He's like, "There's nothing wrong with a man reading romance." And like, I love how that was thrown in there. But I was like, oh my gosh. And like the detective knew that was her, but she didn't know not to do it.
Yeah. He like looked right at her. He was like, uh-huh. And she kind of like snuck away. But yeah, I highlighted that scene too. It was so funny. Like, and there's no reason why a man can't read romance.
She had to go hide the hat because she was wearing that huge floppy hat.
And the tool, the shovel, the little shovel that the guy gave her to display at the party because she wanted like the seafair decorations, and he's like, here, have this, and that's what she used as like her weapon. Oh my gosh, I was dying laughing.
I mean, you can literally picture a crazy woman running at you with a huge hat and a shovel.
Oh my god!
I wonder he didn't take his historical romance. Poor guy.
Like, here you go. I'm so sorry. It was a misunderstanding.
I mean, like, as soon as she chased him away, though, I was like, no, but you got to find out who was actually doing the vandalism. I was mad. I was like, well, we don't know who it was.
Kelly saying more men should read romance. I agree. Kristen agrees. They need examples of how to act.
They do.
Oh, that's so amazing. Yeah, everyone was just on board with, those little libraries. I love it. I hope she secretly leaves him books now. I think she would. I think she has that kind of soul, like she'd probably feel terrible about like that whole miscommunication, be like, here's all the romance you could read.
I know he's a fictional character, but I'm like, I have books you could borrow.
April just looked up the little library website and she wants to go to all the ones in her area.
See? I told you. So glad you found it.
That's amazing.
I'm going to have to look this up. We're going to have to find a link and tweet this.
Yes.
Now I need to go look this up. I'm so curious. I think
I think that's something that every person who loves to read will appreciate if they know, where to go. Because, I mean, you never know, people in your area that you don't even know have the same taste in books as you. And you can be swapping back and forth with people you don't know. And
Oh,
really cool.
I'm kind of like trying to see if there's something for the apartment. Be like, hey, can we leave books downstairs in the lobby?
You probably could. I wouldn't see why not. You just have to, I don't know if there's like a property manager or something you'd have to talk to, but just leave it and just see what happens.
We have the romance novels with the body stripper covers, the cozy mysteries with like the colors, like see what happens.
Yeah.
Yep.
Barbara was saying she loved the town too. Yeah, it was so, the way that she wrote about it, it just really kind of transported you into it. I just really, I loved the descriptions, and it just really felt like you were there. I loved it. Yeah. And I really want to go to an iced tea shop now on the beach because I feel like that would be amazing.
Yeah. I love the details. It was just, there's so many things here that I love. I mean, even just when she, she's like, I'm going to find the real killer, clear my name, save my shop with or without his help, right after I Google myself. Like, have these serious one-liners and then end it on a joke. Like, I loved the way it was written in regards to keeping you intrigued, but then making it lighthearted, but then you're in the mystery. I mean, it didn't make me cry, but I was laughing so hard. I was like, oh my God.
Yes. It was really
good. I just loved, you gotta love small towns, where everyone knows your business. I just think that's so
except who this blogger is. That is the one thing we don't know.
I think it's not just one person. I think it's multiple people. Just from the way that it changed during the story, that it was negative towards her and then it was positive.
Yeah, it could be. It could be multiple. Someone was saying it might be Amelia. I read that, on the Cozy Mystery Twitter. I read that. Someone thinks it's Amelia, which, they made a good point. She wants to be a writer, and, could happen. Maybe we'll find out.
And she could have been upset that they hadn't got together or anything that whole time, because she seemed like Everly was in town for a long time before she really met up with anyone or, visited with anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. She was heartbroken. She had her heart broken by her
that cowboy.
But it was like the cowboy was kind of redeemed though, because then you have Detective Hayes who wants to have he wants to have horses on the property, and Denver he wants horseback riding. And she walks down in her little horse pajamas, and he's looking at Denver as his little cowboy boots. I mean, the cowboy was redeemed.
I mean, they're just the perfect little family. I mean, just put them together. Just skip to the wedding. It's fine.
If this is another one of those like long, slow burn romances, I mean, it's one thing if the series is already done and you can just binge the series, but now that you gotta wait for the next ones, so if this is a slow burn, I'm just gonna be, it's gonna be a lot to take in. You gotta have that child acting next to me all the time.
Hopefully they have more cute moments in the second book.
Oh my gosh.
Which I have. I bought both of them.
Oh, you got both of them?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, lots of comments. Sorry, guys.
Yes, I'm gonna be still laughing about this thing. I'm still laughing about the like relaxation technique. Like that is my favorite thing in the world.
Honestly, that's one of my favorite scenes of the book.
I feel like my husband needs that technique.
we're like Caroline, we're gonna be laughing about this book for a while. I love how she used the phrase "good grief," totally made me smile. Yes.
But at least you haven't driven him to go Google stress relief technique exercises. Like you haven't driven him that far yet.
Something.
Literally right after they met. It's like I Googled this after I met you. Like seriously. I understand, like you were gonna be a handful, I could tell already. Oh, it's so funny. Yeah, it amazes me. Danielle is saying it amazes me that everyone knows about the blog, but nobody knows the author. Yeah, it's probably going to continue on. Like we're never going to know, and probably till I don't know when, but I want to know.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's like a secret that everyone knows about kind of thing. Did I say that right? Like, you have to know the right person to get an in to write on there. Maybe?
Mm-hmm.
An open secret. Is that a thing?
Yeah, I mean, maybe because she left, she's out of the loop. She needs to like earn her way back into the secret circle.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
so.
Most small towns, you know. Kristen, I think there's 2 out now. Third one is coming out, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Oh, I pre-ordered that immediately.
You're like, I need it. Yes. Ellie is saying the second is on her Kindle, ready to go. And Caroline,
yeah, we're gonna do a hashtag or something. This book is getting read.
Oh. No good tea goes unfinished. I love that.
You are so prepared.
Well, all of my books are
she is the
right
MVP.
Here with me.
And these covers are just adorable. I love them.
They are. I love them.
I mean, we also have like we have Lou, the little seagull, the animals.
Oh,
okay. We had our typical cat. Like we got our cat. We also had, we're going something different with cozy. Like I love that.
What did she name the cat? Was it Maggie?
Maggie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She's like, you might be a reincarnated ghost.
Oh, it's like it could be 2 people, 2 ghosts.
Okay, we knew this. Okay, I mean, I knew she already killed her ex-husband, but I was so upset when she threatened the cat. At the very end, when Lucinda there was going, she was the confrontation, the big moment with the reveal, spoilers, she threatened the cat. She's like, you better finish drinking this or the cat gets it. I was more upset about that than anything else.
And the fact that she was going to save the cat.
I know. Lucinda actually like grabbed the cat around the throat. I'm just like, let her go.
I was so mad.
Someone get her.
I was like, you deserve to like.
She was gonna drink poisons.
You don't threaten the animals. Don't do that.
I know. She was gonna drink that poison. Save her cat.
Yeah.
If that's not a good person, I don't know. If that didn't make you love her.
I thought she was already. I mean, she was so likable. Like I was rooting for her. Mm-hmm. I mean, oh my gosh, I don't want to mistake. I printed a blog article. One of our members posted a blog review, and I don't want to forget. I will look it up to make sure I give you the proper shout out, and I retweeted it. You mentioned it was you didn't relate characters. I mean, I'm sorry you didn't. I know I did. I was rooting for her so hard. I liked her from the get-go. I mean, I also like that we kind of got the layers of her, growing up with her grandmother. We got the layer of the heartbreak. There was so much going on. I thought she was just so well developed, like those multi-dimensional layers to her.
Yeah, I thought even throughout the book, like she learned a lot. She changed, like she grew up throughout the book. I liked her more and more as the book went on.
I agree. I totally agree.
I think their sense of humor like won me over though. Like that was when I was just like,
yes, definitely.
There were even some parts where she was like, her and Amelia were just laughing because she went after like those kids, you know, and she's like, I don't know what goes on in my brain sometimes. I just think of things.
I mean, I also, because again, she was outgoing, but at the same time, she also, when she ever said, she's like, I'm going to go badger the ex-woman right now, when she's like aware of the situations. Mm-hmm. I mean, some of the times we got these sleuths who are just socially inept, but like she was aware of what was going on. It was like going above and beyond it. Like, yes, this is going to be awkward, but I'm still going to do this. Like, yeah, you might not want me at your party, but I'm going to bring my lemon cake. You're going to accept me.
And then she even wanted to apologize to her for crashing the party.
Yeah.
And she was there trying to kill her.
You did good lemon cake. Kelly is saying Maggie the cat is the blogger. That would be the twist in the next book.
Ooh. And Lou.
Yes, where was Lou? He's there on the deck throughout most of the story. Even like when Denver like to go play with him to show him Lou. But I mean, as soon as there's confrontation, Lou's not there.
Right.
Disappointed.
Disappointed in you,
Lou. And pecked her hair or something.
Yeah. I would have been there for that. I would have enjoyed that.
Yeah. Chris,
I think she scratched him. I think she got scratched though. I'm pretty sure we had a little feisty Maggie on her hands though. So I think she went for. I was proud of my little kitty there. She was cute.
Yep.
First of all, I couldn't like really believe that Maggie like let Lucinda pick her up just to begin with, but then like she's like.
I knew as soon as she hissed at her, I was like, oh, it's her.
She's about to get scratched. Yeah.
I was waiting for it to be like down the face, something.
That would have been rough. Yes. Kristen saying that Everly gained some self-confidence. I totally.
It's a mystery. Yes. I just saw that comment pop up. That is such a great comparison. Yes, that is so true. The aunts are awesome.
Yes. I love them. They were so supportive, and they worked so hard to get the town on her side. And their own little shop, their little bee shop. Oh my god!
It seems so cute.
I also think it's pretty.
I mean, that was.
I think it's pretty funny that her aunts like have like beehives and like are beekeepers, and she's terrified of bees.
It was so cute. Like the day of the big grand opening, the party, they were there and they were helping her set up. They were like, "We got this. Like, you go get ready. We're here for you." Yeah. Especially because they didn't know about the attack, and it wasn't until like, later that they found that out. But they were there for her no matter what. They're like, "Yes, we're gonna help you out. We're here. Just let us know what you need us to do." I just thought that was so cute. They're like, "We got your back with this." I was like, "Join your family." I mean, they were just adorable.
They were.
And then she had her little male. One of them had the male companion. He was the Civil War. He was the.
Yeah.
They were cute.
That's also one thing I like about like small towns. Even though yes, everyone knows your business and everyone knows every little thing, but they're the ones who are gonna be backing you. And I just love that her grand opening turnout was just such a success, because she was so worried about that, especially after being investigated for murder. And I just thought that what a way for the community to come together and just show her that, okay, we believe you.
Yeah.
We do that. What was it? The ice cream guy, when she finally revealed who she was, he kind of did that, oh, that's you. I mean, she was getting a lot of that. And then the kids were, trying to dare each other. Oh, well, you to go try it and see if you get poisoned. I mean,
you die.
Yeah, I was like, oh, this poor thing. That's not the best welcome home.
And the mom of those boys, like, you were so grounded.
But she also realized that she could have done a better job of opening up to people when she got there so that people would have trusted her and known better than to believe that in the first place.
Yeah, I agree. She realized that, and she realized, like, she made that little bit mistake. Like, even though she was nursing a broken heart, but she could have made the attempt to get out in the town.
I thought it was kind of interesting. I mean, I'm one of those people, like, I think it's really important when you acknowledge what you know, and it's when you acknowledge what you don't know. And she's like, I know these, but I don't have a business plan. I didn't think this through. And I like that she admitted that and acknowledged that and was like, yes, there are things I should have thought through in opening up the business, instead of, it's just here. I didn't have a marketing plan. I didn't have the strategies. I mean, I liked that she realized that she was lacking, because so many times the characters were like brushed over their flaws, but it was acknowledged and she was trying to make up for it. So I think I appreciated that, character growth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, totally agree. Carolyn saying, this is where I had a connection. We have bees, and I knew the ants would be a favorite. Oh, that's so cool.
Oh, I've loved her ants. They were adorable. Oh, where was it? I had one of the quotes. It was, they were calling Mayor Dummy, and then they actually said that to one of the customers. They actually were calling them the nickname, like, oh, you mean Mayor Dummy, the one who's retiring? I'm like, and then oh, wait a second, Mayor Dunfree?
Oh yeah, and then one of the aunts is gonna run for mayor.
Yes.
That was another thing.
She better win. Like, I know the opposition tweeting out about the girl who came back into town, bracy lace. The girl who had braces. I don't know what the nickname was off the top of my head. Like, but please let the aunt win. Like, she's so cute. Like, give her the town. Like, they've been a while.
I don't know what the synopsis is for the second book, but is that something that's happening?
Yeah.
I think there was a friend's wedding up earlier because I just like auto bought. It's like auto buy this. It was like she's catering a wedding, and then I think the groom is found dead.
Yes. The groom is found floating face down in the surf.
Wow. I guess I could have deduced that from like the wedding cake on the.
Oh, the groom is in the. He's in the tea.
You're like, he's drowning in the tea. Of course he is.
Poor guy.
I don't know. I mean, what is she? Source Books? Yeah, she's Source Books, I think. I'm like, whoever designed her covers did a fabulous job.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
No, I mean, I also don't know if like the idea for like Live and Let Shy, but I love the title. I love that.
Yes. Punny titles are the best.
Barbara downloaded the second book immediately. Looks like the girl they teased in school. I think she becomes bigger in the series as they go on. It's probably like her running for mayor. It's gonna be like a secondary plot, maybe.
No, I mean, I still need the slow burn romance to find out what's going on there. Like, I need to find out what's going on with the grandmother. Like, I mean, why is there Christine? Why are there bodyguards? And why did Detective Hayes not really want to go into that limo? Like, why did he not like the grandmother?
Yeah.
I have questions.
Yes.
Caroline's already read the second one.
Oh, no spoilers for that one.
Oh, you read it first. You read the second one first, but if it was easy to follow, I guess. I have that where I have to read books and you know, if they're in a series, I have to read in order. So.
Me too, but I have before read books out of order, just like one, and then go back and read from the beginning.
The dog, I'm like, I don't know if you guys can hear what's going on, like the little paw prints. Like he just ran to the other side of the room and then ran back. Like, I don't know what was the point of that, but sure.
It sounded like little kisses.
I don't know what he's doing for a walk around the apartment, as long as he's happy.
Yeah, and not barking. Like, my dogs are being really
I want to do a buddy read. I think we need to do like a hash or something. I'm already excited about the second one. Like, I already want to like read that tonight. Like, I'm so invested in their relationship. It's not even funny.
Yeah.
It's okay. He's good. He just turned 6 years old. My little baby's getting older. He's getting older. My little boy.
Kristen wants to see him.
He's walking around. I don't even know where he ended up right now.
Kara wants to read the second book as well, and she's wondering how we can buddy read it.
We can come up with like a hash something.
Mm-hmm.
Can we just have September? September can just be a double book month, and we can read the second book.
That's actually a pretty good idea.
That's a great idea.
I mean, if we all loved it and we all want to read the second one,
Do like a bonus night. I'm down for that.
Yeah.
I'm down for that too. I love it.
I mean, you are a little genius. Like, she's picking the books. She's like, when she's analyzing with her literary critiques, like, she's on point. And now she's got, like, you need to be in charge. Like, you're the new manager. Like, you're
Awesome.
Well,
Yeah, okay.
I like this. And then maybe by then Max will settle down and he can be like the little mascot or something.
What were you saying, Anna?
I was saying that y'all make it so fun. I love that all of the members get to suggest what they want to read, and then we get to vote on it. It's the best way.
Oh, I honestly, I'm so happy when I see the responses on Twitter. I mean, because I feel like I was kind of like put something out into the digital universe. Like, you don't know if people are actually going to respond, and you don't know. And so when people were responding with their requests, I was just so excited. I mean, you responded, you had the minute flower, like you had yours. Then I think there was a handful of people who were having recommendations, and then they would second those. I was like, this is the best thing ever. I was so excited. And so this time, I usually return to like the shout outs or retweet them, but I also did the snapshots to put underneath the link. So from now on, I think I'm going to do that so y'all can see who posted what and where. So I think that will hopefully, we got a new system going. I like it.
Yeah.
No, I mean, because I also, again, because I know people work, they have, work, family, whatever. So in addition to tonight's giveaway from the live stream, from all the comments, over on the activity this month, I'm going to pull a random winner and then gift next month's book to them. So for the people who might not have been able to join tonight, but if you guys want to go interact over on Twitter as well, you can get a little entry for that poetry.
That's awesome. That's so sweet of you. You're like the sweetest person. You've sent me a few packages now, and the other day when my mug and everything came, it was like the perfect day for it because I was really having a rough day, and I got that and I was like, oh my gosh, this is perfect.
Oh, thanks. As soon as I get people's address, like as soon as I get like someone's address, I'm like, I'm gonna keep this aside, and if I see something that I think of you, like I'm gonna send it your way.
Aww,
I'm glad I even do it. Aw, you're making me. I'm so glad you enjoy everything. I mean, I'm so happy that we got to chat with you. I mean, I've seen profile pictures so many times. It's one of those things like finally chatting live.
I'm so self-conscious about sharing like videos with my face or pictures with my face because I'm like, I don't want to see myself talk or anything.
But you have so many amazing things to say.
I know. Maybe now this will help and I'll get better and do more.
I love your face. I think she's stunning. She's so great.
I love this little, the special guest that we have. I'm really glad that Anna, like you're our first one. You joined us. I loved meeting you, and it was just a really great idea.
I feel like she needs to be like in the group. I'm like, oh, you're joining the best friend league. It's like you're just so adorable.
I love it. I'm glad that I'm able to co-host, and Angela's amazing. She's the sweetest woman on the planet. Honestly, none of this would be possible without Angela, and I just love her so much.
Yes. Yes, and thank y'all for having me. I was so excited when y'all asked me. I was like, are they serious? Do you really want me to talk?
Oh my gosh. I mean, I adore you. I think you're the sweetest human being. I wouldn't keep her.
Aw. Y'all are the sweetest.
You're ours now.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fine.
We already have the shirt. It's like,
Yeah, Kelly's saying, Anna, like, we love looking at your face. You're a hit. I mean, I love it.
Thanks, guys. Thank you. Thanks, everybody.
Comments. Tara saying, do we have a date when we need to finish the second one? Not yet. I think we'll probably do it closer to the last Tuesday of next month, just to give everybody enough time. Next Tuesday is going to be April brought up next Tuesday. That's going to be our Romantics at Heart live stream where we're reading The Lady Guide to Celestial Mechanics. So if you guys have romance, definitely read that. We'll be hosting that on Angela's channel.
Yep. And it's put on by the Great Big Romance Read from the Rip Bodice. So we're taking part in that. And also Jill Shalvis. I love this woman. Like, she's a sweet, like, oh, she's so great. She's letting me do some digital arcs for her latest book. So we will be giving those away during that live stream.
Oh.
And so she was so cute. She's like, oh, by the way, if you want to do this, I was like, oh, your face. She was so funny the way she's like, oh, if you want to. I was like, of course I want to. Like, yes, everyone needs to read your books. So we have a couple digital copies to be given away then too. So lots going on.
Angela's the queen of giveaways now.
Well, I loved it. I mean, it's so much fun to just comment and to share the cozy love. And I mean, you know, I don't really have people in my everyday life I get to talk with these books about. I mean, I just don't.
Me either.
You know? And so this really is like my positive outlet. Like, it is just the best thing in the world. Like, I have the best time, like, putting the mugs together. Like, that wasn't a chore. I was like, oh, how do I design this? I was like, oh my God, this is the best. Like, and I have so much fun. So, like, I am honored that you guys are, like, joining and talking with me. Like, it's such an absolute honor and a pleasure.
Well, I just love it. You can tell, like, so much, like, thought and passion goes into everything that you do, Angela. And I can tell, you know, from tweeting, from creating these, like, shirts, the mugs, and just these giveaways that you're giving to everybody who loves. And, like, you can tell, like, just how much, like, you just love the community, no matter, like, which genre it is. And I love that.
You guys are so sweet. I think you can tell I have a soft spot for books by women, for women, about women. I have a soft spot for mysteries. Like, you can see a pattern where my interest lies.
Only happy tears, guys. Only happy tears. Kelly is really for the Great Big Romance Read. Yes. Lady Gizmo, thank you so much. You have a great night. I'm so glad you stopped by. It's always fun seeing you in the comments. And Kristen, I missed one of your comments. Where did it go? Oh, she says, I like the setup, by the way. I'm really liking this too. Like, I'm getting used to it, how every single person is on here, because it used to be with the Google Hangouts, whoever was present. But you get to see all of us all the time.
Yeah.
There's no hiding.
And Carolyn said, I can't get into romance. I think there's a romance out there for everyone. You just haven't found it yet. So you can DM me or Angela, and we can, if you want to do it, we got you.
It's so funny, like, because again, for my PhD cohort, I've just been doing the dissertation, so I haven't had to talk with the people in my cohort for a while, and so they know I'm studying the romance genre. And I was like, oh well. She's like, well, can you recommend me a romance? I was like, well, what are you interested in? And, like, I would go down the list. Like, it was so funny. Like, I knew what I was doing. I didn't know. Because I'm like, oh, do you like historical, contemporary? Oh, what's your trope? Oh, do you like this? Like, we'll find you something. Like, we'll get you whatever you want. We'll get it.
What I love about romance is that, you know, if you enjoy a cup of tea, someone's pouring it for you. There's a romance out there for everybody. I promise you that. Kristen, I don't think anything is going on next Wednesday. Next Tuesday is the Romantics at Heart live stream. I don't think.
The day after our live stream, I am going to be doing. I'm going to be doing one the following night on Wednesday. I'm going to be talking. Her just came out with their first cozy mystery, and I get to talk to the cozy mystery writer and her publisher at Hallmark. So that is happening over my channel on Wednesday.
That's awesome.
Congratulations! It's called Out of the Picture. And I believe it's available for pre-order. I'm interviewing her the day after it comes out. You can get it on NetGalley right now. So if you're interested in that, I'll post the links, and I'll post her Twitter and her name and everything else over on our Twitter. So we got you. But yeah, so Wednesday there is that. So all the cozy mystery goodness.
I'll have to check that one out too.
I know. And if you guys have questions for her, like, please let me know. I mean, I'm one of those people, like, I will ask you, and I really want you to answer me. It's not rhetorical when I say, like, tell me what you want. Like, I'll do it. Like, seriously. Like, if there's something you want me to ask her about the book or cozy mysteries, or working for Hallmark, like, please tell me. I will ask your question, and I will tell them, like, hey, so-and-so wrote this question for you. Like, I will ask the question. So if you think of something, know.
I love Kelly is like right behind us. Caroline, you just haven't found the right romance yet. We'll hook you up. Love that.
Well, that's what Kelly does. Her whole thing is boobies and newbies, getting new romance readers. Like, she's for you.
Ellie, this is the first book club I've ever been in. Went many years without reading anything, not for my work. And wow, I missed out. I'm excited to be a part of the cozy community. I love that. I'm so excited.
That's awesome.
I'm so glad you like us.
I'm so happy.
Danielle saying, same here. My friends aren't cozy readers, so this is a great way to be with similar awesome people. I love that. So many comments. I bought some Hallmark romances from Caroline. They are cute. Yes.
Oh, when you watch those Hallmark Christmas movies, those episodes,
I love it. I love the Christmas movies. They are so cute.
I know they did that at Christmas in July. I'm like, but I want my real Christmas now. You got me excited, and then you took it away.
I love when you do the tweets for Hallmark, Angela. I love that so much.
Yeah.
I had the best time. I think we need to do like a watch along because they have all the new cozy mysteries coming out for movies and mysteries. They have the crossword puzzle. They have Mystery 101. Like, they have all these new mysteries coming out. So if you guys want to do like a watch along or tweet or something, we can do that.
That would be fun.
That'd be a lot of fun. I love doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Watch along.
I know there's so many things we could do with this, right? Even the Acorn TV, I saw that. Like, I mean, I don't know who else has watched that, but I mean, we could always do something too with that. I mean, there's just so much.
Keep the ideas coming, guys. Keep them coming. Kelly saying it's easy to come back to such amazing and fun hosts like you ladies. You are so sweet. Stop it.
It's true, though. This is so fun.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm glad you were able to come and be with us. And this was seriously so much fun. I love you to pieces, Anna. Peace.
Aw, I love you guys.
We're
Thank y'all for having me.
You can come back anytime you want. You can join us for anything, anytime, anywhere. You can ask us to do something for you. Like, we love you. We're keeping you.
Yay.
You were so. I think her husband tweeted for you too at one point. I was like, oh my gosh, her husband's tweeting. I was like so pumped. I was like, oh, he's supporting her. I was like,
yes, he knows how excited I get about my books and every month I'm like, okay, it's book club night. I have to leave me be. It's book club night. And he is very supportive.
That's the cutest thing. Oh my god, my shipper heart. I ship you too.
I know. I was like, no wonder you got weird romances. You have like you're good.
Aw.
You're living your happily ever after right now.
I am.
Oh, that's so sweet that he does that. So cute. Oh my gosh, I see.
Everyone's agreeing that Hallmark mystery movies, Hallmark, Christmas movies, so many good ones on Sundays at 9, Angela's saying. Mm-hmm. Queen of Mystery would be so much fun. The Agatha Raisin or Queen of Mysteries.
I love Agatha Raisin. I've seen every episode of Agatha Raisin like 5 times. Like, I bought them on Amazon. I own them. And I'm still subscribed to Acorn, but I bought them anyway. I was like, I need this in my life. I love the Agatha Raisin series.
I think Kelly was saying for watch along, Agatha Raisin or Queens of Mystery would be so fun.
Oh,
I'm down. I'm so down.
I will watch that again. I love Agatha Raisin. I'm there for that.
Barbara saying binging all the Hallmark mystery movies.
I'm trying to think about the 25 days of Christmas. I'm trying to think of 31 days of Halloween, 25 days of Christmas. I'm like, we can do something with that. I don't know what, but I can do something.
Yeah, we can do it.
Watching Agatha as we speak. It's one of my comfort shows, like the Great British Baking Show. We're finally getting new episodes on Friday, countdown. But I love having Agatha Raisin on in the background. It's so bright and colorful, and it just makes you laugh. It's just so sweet. Mystery too, so it's perfect.
I have never watched it. I'll have to watch it. That's just, I'm writing it down right now.
It's a good show. And then you will get sucked in, and then you don't need to watch the next episode. So, like, give yourself some time.
Yeah.
That's what we're going to do.
Kristen saying, yay!
Everyone's so adorable. Oh my gosh. I feel like this. I love all the comments. Everyone is just so positive, and I love how everyone's participating. It's just so sweet. Makes me so happy. Was there anything else?
I think tonight was a great success. I love everybody. All your comments are so appreciated. Like, I love it so much. It was my first time hosting, so it was such a great time.
You did a great job.
Oh, like, I know. You're so fabulous. This woman, like, if you guys are not already subscribed to Nicole, at Who Picked This Book, like, she's my best friend, and, like, I love this woman. Like, she needs a kidney. Like, I got her. Like, we're good. Like,
that's love right there. Love right there. Amazing. I love you so much.
I know we've known each other for a while now. I'm so happy to be doing this with you. Like, it's just fun to chat. Like, you guys, I mean, you can tell, like, we really do, like, talk all the time. Like, she will complete my sentences or my thoughts for me. Like, if I ever get tired, she's like, I got this for you. Don't worry.
I got you. Yeah,
that's the best kind of friend.
And there's a Nancy Drew series. What is this?
On the CW? I love the CW.
Me too.
What?
Nancy Drew.
Supernatural is my favorite show ever.
Supernatural? I love Supernatural.
But it's ending.
I know.
I'm gonna cry the whole season.
We're like, I know. 15 seasons. That's the longest running show in CW history. I love those boys.
That's awesome. Me too.
So great.
And they're from Texas.
Yes. Yeah.
I love it.
I'm on the show. Sorry. I was like, it's filmed in Canada. I was like, wait a second. I was like, what? I was like, wait a second. Jared Padalecki? I was like, is he? I was like, I knew him from More Girls.
They live in Texas, yeah.
They both.
That one right in my head for a second.
They're so cute. I love that show, and yes, I'm sad it's ending. But honestly, I feel like 15 years. That's a good run.
That is. Mm-hmm.
I just saw there'll be another Princess Diaries movie. I didn't know that.
Meg Cabot.
Wow.
Someone sent me a Meg Cabot book. Thank you, Angela.
Meg Cabot she's my writing idol. Like, she is my person. Like, I feel like if you're an aspiring writer, you have someone who's your person of, like, they're the one actually reading, or you got invested in their stories. Like, she was my person. So I'm like, every time I see your name pop up, I'm like, oh, I love her. And she's so fabulous too. I've met her a few times now, and it was, again, I've met her times, and every time I introduce myself, the last time she's like, I know you, Angela, it's fine. She's like, it was so funny because I was like, I don't know if you remember me. Like, I always start the sentences, I don't know if you remember me. She's like, yeah, it's fine. Like, we're good. I was like, this is my best day ever.
Aww.
That is adorable.
I cried the first time I met her. Like, I cried at her. I was like, I was so happy to meet you. A fangirl moment.
Caroline is saying, I'm worried Nancy Drew will be creepy being on the CW. Barbara's also afraid they might mess it up.
I mean, I don't know if y'all watched Sabrina on Netflix, but it kind of was, you kind of give me those vibes of, like, yeah, what are they going to do with it?
Everyone
I
takes
tried to watch Sabrina, but I didn't continue watching it. It was, I mean, I liked it, but I don't know. It was kind of eh.
I feel like they kicked the spooky factor up a notch.
I mean, I love the original Sabrina. Like, I grew up with that. Like, I love that one. So it was kind of one of those, like, like, it's there if you need it.
Yeah. I guess mostly I didn't like the way it was like they're witches, so they have to sign themselves over to the devil. I didn't really care for that too much.
Yeah. No, I mean,
it didn't seem fair.
Right? And Anne with an E. Kristen saying Anne with an E on Netflix let me down. I didn't watch that, but I really loved
she has like PTSD on the show. They kind of gave her a very dark background.
Oh, okay.
She's still the same bright, bubbly, loves everything, but she also have moments where she'll freeze because she'll have these moments of remembering when she was beaten. I'm like going, oh my gosh, this was not in my original book. I'm like, I don't know where this came from. Netflix, yeah. I'm like, will the CW do this with Nancy Drew? Will they make this darker? I don't know.
They could take their liberties, you know. Let's see.
I love Melissa Joan Hart's Sabrina. I love that one so much. I would watch that religiously. That was one of my shows.
It was great.
Still is one of my shows. I think Amazon Prime had it available for free, like during their via Prime. I don't know if they still have it, but they did years ago because I watched the entire thing again. I know that.
Barbara's saying, I'm glad I found the cozy community because no one I know reads cozy thriller. Oh, yeah. So, like a lighthearted, mystery, murder mystery. Yes.
Yeah.
They don't have the fun puns. I was like, they don't, and we also don't get Lou. There aren't any Lou's in the thrillers.
No. I love that.
Or cute little towns. Or
Anne.
Someone
who's beekeeping ants who's afraid of bees.
I know. Oh my gosh, I just thought that was so funny. Danielle is saying Amazon Prime still has it there. So, nice.
I was like, I'm right for a change. I was like, yes, I got something right.
Angela, you can do no wrong. You're right all.
Not at all.
I appreciate that. I was like, I don't know. You guys just, I was like, I'll keep you posted when I actually do. Cause the other day I got off on the wrong floor in my apartment. I was like, what did I do? I was like, this isn't my floor. But
that sounds like something I would do. I'm not going to judge you, and I don't blame you because I could see myself doing that.
Well, someone had pressed like multiple buttons, and so I didn't realize that they had pressed multiple buttons, and so I got off on the floor and I was walking down the hallway, and then I realized like, wait a second, I'm in the hallway. So there was enough of a delay to make it awkward.
I can just see you walking down the hallway. What? Where am I?
Where am I?
And I also partially blame Max because he barks whenever he's in the elevator. Like, that's his new thing, like elevators. You're in there with him and you're not me, he's going to bark at you.
Oh, no.
He's going to bark.
Oh, man. Oh, there he is.
Oh.
He knew you were talking about him.
Yep.
My little baby.
Mom, don't tell them what I'm doing.
No, he's like, I'm supposed to just look cute. They don't know the quirks.
Kristen, she lives on campus and she once went into her old dorm instead of the current one.
Oh. See?
Yeah.
Kelly's saying, have you ever tried opening a car and then realized it's not yours?
Yep. Well, maybe not try to open it, but I've definitely walked to the wrong car before.
Oh, that's so funny.
I was like, Kelly, like, same wavelength. No, I don't blame Max. He's he can get away with anything. The other day, he like bit me, and I was like, whatever. I'm like, oh well. Oh my gosh, it actually opened the other person's car.
Oh no.
Did it actually open?
That's troublesome.
Oh. Clicker opened it. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Wow.
That's scary.
I I'm like, yeah, but like you're the nice people who won't do something, but there are other people who, like, if they did, you're like, wait.
Exactly. That's why that's scary.
Yeah.
Could you imagine like the real owner coming out and you're putting groceries in their car?
And they're police. My car.
Someone's putting groceries inside my car. No, not taking them out.
don't know if this is really a crime, but
Yeah, it's like, no, not taking them out, putting them in.
I'm just looking down. I was like, anyway, I was like, did anyone have comments about the book? I was like, because I think I went through all my notes, so I wasn't sure if anyone else had any other comments about the book. I was just kind of like, wait a second. So I think I said all my notes. So I was curious if you or people in the comments. I was like, we really got away with it. Total tangent.
yeah, it's so easy to just get off track.
That's for sure. Tangent central.
Well, I heard the little ding, and I was like, I don't know if that was mine or not. And I looked up and I was like, oh my gosh, it's 9:20. I'm like, it's 9:29. I was like, we've been talking like we've been a while.
We got most of the time zones in this one live stream.
Yeah, right.
Standard, Anna's in Central. We got Angela in Eastern. Like we got the time.
Well, I looked up and I was like, it's 9:30. I'm like, when did that happen? See, time flies when you're talking about those mysteries, like with your book club members, like when you're having a good time, like you don't notice.
Kristen's asking who has to be in it. It was the ex. I said I didn't. I was totally focused on Sam.
Yeah, I thought it was Sam for a long time.
Mm-hmm. Anthony DiNozzo says it's always the ex-wife. That's true. It's always the significant other. You know, it always is.
Most of the time, it's something pretty close to the person.
And in Cozy Mysteries, you know that's the case, especially. Oh my gosh, is that me? I don't know where the dinging's coming from.
You know,
I don't think it's me.
I don't think it's.
I didn't know where that was coming from. Anywho,
it happens sometimes when you got your iPhone synced to your Mac, and it just, your phone could be on silent, but your computer's not on silent, so it happens. It's totally fine. But I really love this book. I'm glad everyone else enjoyed it. It seemed like it was a really good hit. I love Anna. You were able to join us. I really loved that.
Yeah. Thank y'all for having me.
It added a really great dimension to it. I just loved it. I loved everybody's comments. Thank you so much for joining us in the live stream. If you're joining us later, thank you so much for watching later. Don't forget, Angela's going to be those giveaways. Don't forget to check the Cozy Mystery Book Club on Twitter. And also next month we're reading Crime and Poetry.
yes.
Yay.
That is the book that won.
I think we had our biggest response ever for voting. I think it was up to 70-something votes. It's like the biggest response for the Cozy Mystery Club, and I was so excited. So like y'all really did vocalize your opinions, and so I'm already excited about like trying to pick next month following books, trying to get your thoughts on that. So think about your potential October reads for something cozy and paranormal. So think on that too.
I've got ideas already.
Yeah, she's their new manager. Like we're keeping her. Like, this is a thing.
She's our manager, our promoter. She's keeping us in check. Thank you so much.
I know you were so much for doing this with us. I was so happy when you said yes. You made me so.
Oh man, it's been a blast. The whole thing. Loved every bit of it.
Oh, thank you so much. You're so sweet.
Y'all are sweet. I love you guys.
We love you too. We'll do this again. This is not the first time or the last time you will be seeing Anna. She's gonna be back. We're keeping her.
Especially if we do the bonus one. We're keeping you for that one for sure.
Yes. Round 2 for the bonus. All right, everyone. Well, thank you so much again. We will see you next month on Twitter. You can DM really any of us for any questions. Like Angela said, keep those cozies in mind for our spooky read in October, and we'll see you in the next one.
Well, thank you so much for joining us, everybody. Have a nice night.
Thank y'all. Have a good night.